Arsenal transfer news. £60 million deal eyed for Premier League star as agreement confirmed. Arsenal have been linked with a host of potential new signings as the January transfer window rolls on. The transfer window has been open for over a week, and Arsenal continue to be linked with numerous potential signings. A hectic summer could suggest the Gunners aren't frantically seeking deals, but they certainly seem to have several options under consideration. Mikel Arteta's attention remains fixed on delivering success this campaign, with the North London outfit enjoying a 6-point cushion at the Premier League summit. Arsenal maintain their lead over Manchester City despite being held to a draw at home by Liverpool, reports. Arteta has praised his team's reliability, but remains hungry for improvement. "We want to continue to improve and learn, and every game is an opportunity to do that," Arteta said after the draw with Liverpool. So tonight as well, against the actual champions, let's not forget that. They are an incredible team, and today we have to reflect on that. Tomorrow we go again because we have another game on Sunday. Arsenal transfer latest. Gunners target Wonderkid as first January deal confirmed. Pep Guardiola reveals his take on Arsenal versus Liverpool despite admitting, "I didn't watch." Might a fresh addition help sustain these high standards? Only time will tell as football.London examines the latest Arsenal transfer speculation and gossip. Arsenal have set their sights on Newcastle fullback Tino Livramento, reports The Sun. The World Cup hopeful has 2 years left on his St. James Park deal and has recently returned from injury. A £60 million valuation was supposedly discussed last summer, but the Gunners are reportedly expected to face competition from long-standing suitors Manchester City. Both clubs will be hoping the Magpies are open to negotiations, with no contract discussions having been made public. Back in November, Livramento revealed that talks over a fresh contract hadn't commenced yet. "That's nothing that I'm in control of," he explained. "I leave that to my dad, to my agent. For me, I've been out for 7 weeks. I've been working really hard to come back and obviously help the team. I'm very happy with how I've played against Man City. That's my focus. Staying where I'm at now. That's always been my focus. Helping the team as much as I can." Arsenal finalized loan arrangement. Arsenal have announced that promising midfielder Louis Copley has moved to Crawley Town on loan following the completion of a fresh contract with the Gunners. Copley is embarking on his maiden venture into senior football in League Two, having previously been an unused substitute in Arsenal's away triumph over Club Brugge in the Champions League back in December. The duration of the 19-year-old's new agreement wasn't disclosed as he departs after featuring in 14 academy matches this season. Arsenal have established contact regarding Borussia Dortmund prospect Romeo Ritter, it has been reported. The 17-year-old is already drawing attention and has also received approaches from AC Milan, according to Sky Germany. Ritter remains contracted to Dortmund until 2028, but has reportedly sparked interest from several European heavyweights. The left-footed center-back has appeared twice for Dortmund's reserve side and been a consistent presence at the under-17 and under-19 levels. Arsenal Mikel Arteta to make 9 Arsenal changes for FA Cup game versus Portsmouth as Ben White returns. Arsenal take on Portsmouth in the FA Cup third round at Fratton Park on Sunday afternoon. Ahead of the game, manager Mikel Arteta is poised to make wholesale changes from the goalless Premier League draw against Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium on Thursday afternoon. The Gunners have had a heavy workload in the league over the festive period. Arteta could play with a new-look attack in midfield with a new goalkeeper between the sticks. The Gunners will be aiming to make the FA Cup fourth round for the first time in 3 seasons. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Arrizabalaga has been the cup goalkeeper for the Gunners this campaign. The Spaniard helped the club progress to the Carabao Cup semi-final against Chelsea with a vital save in the penalty shootout against Crystal Palace last month. The 31-year-old should get the nod in goal against Portsmouth, ahead of league regular David Raya. It would provide ideal preparation before the first leg of the League Cup tie at Stamford Bridge. 2 changes in defense. With Riccardo Calafori, Christian Mosquera, and possibly Piero Hincapié out sidelined, suffered a knock in midweek, manager Mikel Arteta may have to stick with his first-choice pairing of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes in center-back. Jurrien Timber has had a heavy workload over the course of the season, and we don't see him moving into center-back. Ben White should replace the Dutchman at right-back tomorrow. The £50 million signing looks set to make his first start since his return from a hamstring injury. Miles Lewis-Skelly is an automatic choice at left-back, with Calafori and Hincapié out.
A fresh midfield three. Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard should be given a breather. The trio could start on the bench. Christian Norgard is the immediate deputy for Zubimendi in the number 6 role. There is a temptation to pick two central attacking midfielders in Ethan Nwani and Eberizi Eze, but Arteta could be more cautious and may prefer the defensive assurance of Mikel Merino alongside Eze. Eze has a big point to prove tomorrow. He was an unused league substitute for 4 games before his short cameo against the Reds. He needs a strong display before the League Cup semi-final tie. A different attack. There has been much criticism from some fans and pundits over Viktor Gyökeres's position up front, but Arteta prefers him for his ability to keep opposition defenders occupied, thereby creating space for his teammates. The Swede, however, could be given a breather on Sunday along with regular wingers Leandro Trossard and Bukayo Saka. It could be the same front three that started the Carabao Cup quarterfinal against Crystal Palace. Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Noni Madueke looked superb in the opening half of that game, where Arsenal could have easily been 3-0 or 4-0 ahead on another day. The trio look poised to start against Portsmouth on the road. Viktor Gyökeres' £82 million truth emerges as Arsenal's statement speaks volumes amid Mikel Arteta plan. Viktor Gyökeres is yet to hit full flow at Arsenal this season since joining the club from Sporting CP, but Mikel Arteta continues to back his striker despite his latest blank against Liverpool. Viktor Gyökeres' run of games without a goal for Arsenal extended to 6 games on Thursday in the Gunners' 0-0 draw against Liverpool. The striker managed just 8 touches of the ball before being subbed off with half an hour left to play. Since his summer move from Sporting CP, Gyökeres has scored 7 goals in 24 games. Minus his goal from the penalty spot against Everton before Christmas, he last scored from open play in the 2-0 win over Burnley at the start of November. The Sweden international has struggled to make an impact for Arsenal's team in recent months, with Gabriel Jesus being used off the bench. Kai Havertz's gradual return from injury and Mikel Merino's track record at center forward mean he could be set for a spell on the bench. Mikel Arteta broke rule again in Liverpool draw as Arsenal boss yellow-carded. Pep Guardiola reveals his take on Arsenal versus Liverpool despite admitting, "I didn't watch." Arsenal paid over £60 million to sign Gyökeres last summer, with his signature bringing expectations that he would be the missing piece to Arsenal's Premier League title jigsaw. However, it hasn't been right now. Despite struggling to consistently impact games and find the back of the net, Arteta remains confident in his striker. Since day one, you sign as a number 9 for Arsenal with the background he has and the expectation at Arsenal that is not going away. That is the life of being an Arsenal number 9. There is an expectation when you pull the shirt on. He knew that, and it was part of the plan. I see him training every day and in the meeting how much he wants to do well. The way he is working every match, it will click. One thing is missing at the moment, scoring more goals, but he's doing other things right. When Gyökeres moved to North London, he signed a 5-year contract. The 27-year-old signing could cost up to £64 million, and yet, despite his struggles, his market value has already increased. According to the CIES Football Observatory, Gyökeres' value is estimated at €94 million, £81.9 million. That's mainly down to his prolific first half of 2025 and decent opening 2 months in England. For everyone associated with the football club, Gyökeres will help Arsenal win the Premier League. His form will return and there will be no need even to consider any future sale. However, if the future does bring an exit, the Gunners are in a strong position.